Hey guys, welcome back to another Mythic Legion review. Today we're going to review the Orc Legion builder number 2. On the side of the package, we have no lore or any info on the Legion builder, but from the insignia shown, we know that she's part of the Legion of Arthir. On the back we have the new 2.0 art, along with a few short paragraphs on the lore of Mythic Legions. Let's get her out. Mythic Legions come in a collector-friendly packaging. Nothing needs to be damaged or cut to get the figure out, or to put back away. While this is the third Orc Legion builder to be released, she has the title of the Orc Legion builder number 2. The first Orc was released in the original 1.0 line, and the third Orc was released in the Colosseum wave. She's one of the only 2 female Orc figures in the line, along with Queen Urza. Legion builders are standard figures with less paint detail on them than normal, but in return come at a reduced price, so you can army build them at a lower cost than regular figures. Legion builders are great starting points for customizing figures. Let's look at some detail. On the front we can see 2 large teeth coming out of her mouth. The helmet she is wearing has a few slight dents and cracks. Being a Legion builder, we have that simple black paint with no detail. On the side of her head we can see a bit more detail in the helmet. More dents are scattered around, and we have her big green ears sticking out of the side. On the chest we can see we have a hybrid use of body types. We have an armored top, while opting out of armor for a bare abdomen. This gives us a unique look to the figure, not really seen in the other figures. On the back we can see 3 large peg holes here. Interestingly enough, we will only be using one shoulder socket on this figure. On her right shoulder we can see that it's armored. It's a simply painted shoulder of plated steel. On the left we have a bare shoulder. We can notice a bit of muscle tone, but nothing else too interesting here. Both of her hands use an orcish style of gauntlets, with the bladed edges. The front of her skirt has sharp plates hanging over each other, held up by a black belt. On the side we have more of that pointed armor. We can see some details like the leather belt holding the plates up. Under her armor we can see her thighs. Not much detail or body tone in this area either. The legs are armored up in black orcish style boots. We have more spiky points at the edges, along with dents and cracks in the sculpting. And lastly we have the boots. More steel plates layered over each other finishes up this figure. Let's look at the articulation. We have a ball jointed head, a neck that rotates, shoulder that opens and rotates, elbows that bend and rotate, with some of the rotation blocked by the elbow armor. We have a rotating forearm, and wrists that bend up and down and rotate. A ball jointed chest with a little bit of range, a rotating waist, thighs that rotate, legs that open and bend forward and back, knees that bend and rotate, ankles that rotate, feet that rotate, and bend up and down. Let's see what accessories we get. We have some thick strands of black hair. It's nicely detailed and you can see some of the individual hairs. The hair attaches to the top of the helmet and adds a bit more style to the figure. And in an odd decision, they only included a single piece of shoulder armor. It's completely black and in the orcish style. It has a peg that sockets into the shoulders into the back. We get a standard silver spear with some dirt painted on it. We have a Battleaxe, also with the same dirt applied. One thing to note is that we didn't get an extra blade to attach onto the axe. We get the standard longsword, again with more of that dirt applied all over. We get a small version of the brown belt to fit 2.0 bodies. And like every 2.0 Mythic Legion, we have adapters for the wings. Here we have a size comparison with a female orc and a shadow orc male from 1.0. We can see a lot of similarities in the armor, especially the helmet. Females are slightly smaller than the men, with a noticeable lack of muscle tone. The Orc Legion Builder 2 is in a weird spot for me. On one hand, she's a Legion builder, so not much is to be expected, especially at a reduced cost. But I do have to compare her to the rest of the Legion builders that for the same price have much more value. One thing to note is that the Orc Legion Builder 2 is actually more expensive than the other Legion builders. We don't get any new 2.0 items like the other Legion builders have, and I do have to really wonder why we didn't get both of the shoulder armor. I understand that she's only meant to equip one, but come on, give me the other one. I do like her style. The bare abdomen and armor chest combo really look cool, and the one bare arm makes her look tough. Female orcs are in short supply. We don't have many options, so I wish the figure would have came with an alternate head or even a set of bare arms or armored arms. A collector who would only want to Legion build female orcs only has 2 options, and only 2 head sculpts to pick from. Overall for a Legion builder, she looks cool, but the accessories are lacking. I'd recommend her to hardcore fan of orcs, but otherwise you can get more value elsewhere in the 2.0 line. Alright guys, that'll do it for this review. Stay tuned for much more.